Our hero, George, faces many dangers in his life as king of the jungle. For one thing, the jungle is full of trees. Then there are snarling leopards. Not to mention the crosstown traffic. With all these things, do you think it's fair that he should have to tangle with a mad scientist?
No!
Yes, it is I, Dr. Chicago. And have I got a Lulu of a mad scientist gimmick this time?
The evil genius dashed to his waiting plane and took off. Within minutes, he was flying over Mbwibwi province. The Bombay doors opened and out fell seeds.
Oh, boy! What seeds?
One of the first to notice the seeds was George of the Jungle.
Oh! Somebody up there like me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
This being a short episode, the seed grew very quickly. Then later that night...
George, somebody's at the window. That thing is stealing my purse. George, we must get to the bottom of this, and quickly.
Right. That quick enough?
But George wasn't the only victim. All over Mbwibwi province, people had planted Dr. Chicago's seeds with horrendous results. A sweet potato plant was discovered raiding a refrigerator late at night.
Okay, Louie, drop the leg of lamb.
A dahlia planted on a curbside was arrested for breaking open parking meters.
How are you going to arrest a dahlia?
I'm going to transplant it into the paddy wagon.
A light-fingered morning glory tied up the bank president and proceeded to open the bank vault. Naturally, the district commissioner called on George for help.
George, these depredations must cease.
Right, but first we stop robberies.
I suppose you're right. What I can't figure out is where these flowers get rid of the things they steal.
Hollyhock shop, maybe?
Out! Out!
Meanwhile, back at the treehouse...
Okay, Bean Blossom. Go in there and steal George's most prized possession. No, not his rhinestone yo-yo. His mate.
But the mad doctor hadn't reckoned on the sharp-eyed Tookie bird.
Eat, Tookie.
Steal Rhinestone Yo-Yo and Ursula? That's infuriating.
Dr. Chicago has made off with your true love?
Yes, Rhinestone Yo-Yo. What's an Ursula?
That's your mate, George.
Oh, that long-haired fellow who never shaved?
That's the one, and you must rescue her.
And Yo-Yo.
And Yo-Yo, yes.
George, go. Ah!
Meanwhile, Mbwibwi province was in a turmoil. Angry householders tried to get rid of the plants, but to no avail.
Let go, you stupid Sansevieria!
Through it all zipped the jet scooter of Dr. Chicago, collecting all the loot and storing it in his secret jungle hideout.
How about that, gorgeous? 100 grand in cash, an original fake Rembrandt. Soon I'll own everything in Mbwibwi province but the kitchen sink. I spoke too soon.
But at that moment, high above in the banyan trees, George of the Jungle was hurtling along with split-second precision timing.
As we say in Swahili, oop.
George, you found Dr. Chicago.
I have?
But you must still get by my bodyguard. My very own man-eating plant bodyguard, Strangler McVine. Sick 'em, Strangler.
And Strangler McVine threw a clammy tendril around George's gozzel and squeezed off his air.
Friends, have you ever had your gozzel squeezed by a clammy tendril? Ooh, it's awful.
George, you must call for help.
George, try.
A poor excuse for a distress call, George.
But at that moment, there arose a loud droning sound, and a dark shadow swept over the mad scientist's lair.
George, look, it's the 7-year locusts.
Funny, George called for aardvarks.
Yes, and those 7-year locusts were hungry. Seeing the huge bounty of Dr. Chicago's quick-growing plants beneath them, they peeled off in dining formation. Wherever they were able, Dr. Chicago's plundering plants beat a hasty retreat. Within a few hours, every one of them was done for.
George, you've won.
No, tell me. Tell him.
That plant must have a weak spot somewhere, George. Perhaps it's ticklish.
George, try. Gitchy, gitchy, gitchy.
More, George.
Coochie, coochie, coochie.
Stop that idiot laughing and get back to man-eating.
And the plant did just that.
What is it you say in Swahili?
Oop.
Thank you. Oop.
A fine job, George. We've been saved from Dr. Chicago's green leafy bandits.
Got Yo-Yo back, too. Also, what's her name?
Unfortunately, your little friends, the 7-year locusts, have eaten everything in sight. You owe the Mbwibwi government $3,000 and a pair of pants.
Pair of pants?
Your insect buddies chewed the breeches off of one of our leading citizens.
George, get pants right away.
Do hurry, George. There's a nasty draft.
When you find yourself in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken. Fred, if you're afraid, you'll have to overlook it. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. He will drink his super sauce and throw the bad guys for a loss, and he will bring them in alive and kicking. There is one thing you should learn when there is no one else to turn to. Call for Super Chicken. Call for Super Chicken.
This is the Noodle, one of the world's richest and brainiest criminals. The sound you hear is the Noodle using his noodle to plan another perfect crime.
I have it. Another perfect crime. Beastly!
You rang, sir?
No, as a matter of fact, I called.
Sorry, sir.
Find me a green cat and a blue vacuum cleaner, Beastly. I'm going to rob a bank.
Very good, sir.
At 2:30 that afternoon, the Noodle and his butler entered the city bank.
All right, Beastly. Let the cat out of the bag.
Very good, sir.
Good heavens, a green cat.
A green cat?
Now, there's something you don't see every day.
Purple, yes, but green?
Everybody was so amazed at seeing a green cat that no one noticed the Noodle sucking up the bank's money with the blue vacuum cleaner.
Come, Beastly. Time to go.
After you, sir.
And looking like any ordinary vacuum cleaner salesman and his butler, the criminals calmly walked out of the bank.
Brilliant, sir. Another perfect crime.
Not quite, Noodle.
It's Super Chicken.
And Fred.
Please, the help should be seen and not heard.
Quite right, sir.
Now let's see how you like my super vacuum cleaner.
You may have got the money, Super Chicken, but you shan't get me. Light the rocket on my back, Beastly.
Very good, sir.
He's getting away.
Never. Light the rocket under my cape, Fred. I could have sworn I had a rocket back there.
Must be in your other cape.
Later, back at the Noodle's apartment,
Super Chicken foiled me again.
Yes, sir.
It's no fun committing perfect crimes if I always get caught.
No, sir.
I must get rid of Super Chicken.
Yes, sir. How, sir?
Well, how else? I'll use my noodle.
and in the incredibly short time of 2 minutes and 18 seconds, the Noodle had it.
Beastly, get me a 7-pound watermelon.
A watermelon? I don't get it, sir.
Super Chicken will.
A short time later, the Noodle was flying high over the city in his jet plane.
3, 2, 1. Drop the watermelon, Beastly.
Very good, sir.
The Noodle then landed, drove his limousine back to the city, and stopped in front of a bank.
Ah, yes. Here comes the watermelon right on course. Paint an X on the sidewalk right there, Beastly.
Very good, sir.
Now to bait the trap. I am going to rob this bank.
Aha! I heard you with my super hearing.
And he saw you with his supervision, too.
If he had any supervision, he wouldn't be standing on an X waiting for a watermelon.
Watermelon? What watermelon?
That watermelon.
Super Chicken, are you all right?
I beg pardon, sir. I don't think we've met.
Super Chicken!
Glad to know you, Super Chicken.
Aha! My plan worked. That watermelon hit Super Chicken in his one weak spot, his head. His memory is gone.
You mean he has ammonia, You mean his memory is gone?
Exactly. Super Chicken is now just another dumb cluck. Come, Beastly, we have work to do.
And as Super Chicken stood calmly by, the Noodle robbed the bank and strolled away.
He's getting away. Here, drink some super sauce. It may help your memory.
Sorry, Harvey. I never drink with strangers.
Free to do as he wished, the Noodle began a rampage of crime, robbing bank after bank.
Please, Super Chicken, you've got to remember.
Say, aren't you Roger Wilcox?
It's no use. Like Super Chicken would say if he were here, if you want a thing done, and you want it do, and you do it right, yourself, should you... It's no good. I just can't deliver one-liners.
But Fred did drag the befuddled chicken into a nearby phone booth and changed clothes with him.
Now for the super sauce. Then I, Super Fred, will catch the Noodle.
Ah! The super sauce went to work and quickly transformed Fred into a crumpled heap on the ground.
I guess it just doesn't work on lions.
Still determined to capture the Noodle, plucky Fred took the fuzzy-minded chicken to the super coop, put it into high gear, and shot it into the air. Unfortunately, Fred didn't know the first thing about flying a super coop. He smashed through a water tower, hit a clothesline full of wash, zoomed to an altitude of 10,000 feet, and went into a power dive.
Harvey,
What is that?
you are a lousy driver.
Sue me.
Call it dumb cluck luck if you will, but on the street just below, the Noodle was making a getaway with another truckload of money. The coop scored a direct hit. Super Chicken flew the coop and landed on his head. The force of the blow restored his memory.
You are under arrest, Noodle.
I guess I'm really in the soup this time.
And you know what kind, too.
Yes.
Super Chicken Noodle Soup.
With the Noodle and Beastly safely in jail, Super Chicken returned to dig his friend Fred out of the wreckage.
Are you okay, Fred?
I don't believe we've met, stranger.
Oh, dear.
Yes, as it turned out, Fred had a weak spot, too. So when you hear that cry in the sky, you'll know it's Super Chicken and
Harvey, Roger, Floyd. Prudence, Prudence.
Tom Slick, Tom Slick. Let me tell you why he's the best of all good guys. Tom Slick, Tom Slick. In the Thunderbolt Slapper, once he's on your tail, he won't quit because you know there's no such word as fail to. Tom Slick, Tom Slick.
Welcome to Furling Flatout Stadium and the Sid Schlock Stock Car Races. We are watching Sweet Willie Rollbar, the meanest man in stock car racing.
Yeah, I love to bump guys off. The track.
Sweet Willie has the highest qualifying speed in this race and the lowest moral standards. But in the assembly area is America's greatest good sport and clean liver, Tom Slick.
Yay! Tom, what have you done with the Thunderbolt grease slapper? Chrome trim seat cushions, 2 spare tires on the back.
I have converted her to a racing stock car, Marigold.
Thank goodness that's it. I thought you'd sold out to Detroit.
There's no such word as sold out in racing, Gertie Growler.
No, then what's that sign say?
Sold out. Oh, Gertie, they've got to get up early to catch you.
I don't know. It's been so long since anybody tried.
And here is a quick word from smiling Sid Schlock, sponsor of today's race.
Thank you, friend. Sid Schlock of Sid Schlock Auto Sales. Have 1,000 cars, 7 locations, and the no-down payment, full-power radio heater, white sidewalls. Turn up the Blue Book, open every night, 8 days a week, only $4.98. How about that? Come in and see us, no obligation. Low down or no down. 88 months to pay, fully equipped. Ask for Sid. I thank you. And now back to our movie.
Thank you for that inspiring message, Sid. Following the pace car are some of the biggest names in stock car racing. Luther Jean Sodbuster in the Dino Ford Jugger, Old Smoky.
I'm touching Old Smoky. I've tried something new. I filled up my gas tank with Old Mountain Dew.
Here is the merry mortician, Moss Oleum, in the Quick Haul Coffin Grinder, the only car in the race with no reverse gear. How come that, Moss?
Because in this kind of a car, you only make a one-way trip.
And here is the famous Tom Slick in the converted Thunderbolt Grease Slapper.
Yay!
Do you have a word for us, Tom Slick?
Yes, the word is artichoke.
Thank you, Tom. And here comes Sweet Willie Roll Bar and the Chrome Fang Panther Prong.
I got a word for you, too.
You know, I see the pace cars nearing the starting line. It might be a start. Sweet Willie's preparing to go by the pace car.
Sweet Willie don't go by. He goes through.
And the race is on. Willie's in the lead, but here comes Tom Slick.
I'm sure you didn't mean it, Sweet Willie, but you bumped my car.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I accept your apology, but that rankles a bit.
Uh-oh, Tom's car is in trouble. It's spinning off the track into the infield.
Confound that careless fellow. I'll need protection against his erratic driving.
Here, Tom, put these rubber bumpers on the side of your car.
Good idea. Where did you get them, Marigold?
I borrowed them from that baby buggy over there.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers?
Uh-oh, it looks like a bad time coming up for your announcer, folks. Tom Slick is installing rubber baby bubber bug. See, I told you. Meanwhile, on the track, far ahead of Tom, Moss O'Liam is trying to pass Sweet Willie Rollbar.
Nobody passes Sweet Willie. That settles it. I'm retiring from racing.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
That seems to leave it up to Luther Gene Sodbuster.
I'm driving old Smokey. My foot's to the floor. Sweet Willie's in first place, but I'm at the door.
This ought to fix that off-key hillbilly. Slide, the dirt track detergent.
Uh-oh, Sweet Willie is sprinkling soap flakes all over the track. Luther is lathering. He's starting to slide, and there he goes.
That Sweet Willie Roll Bar is certainly mean. His dirt track detergent just washed me up clean.
Sweet Willie is alone on the track with only 2 laps to go. But look, back into the race, his Thunderbolt grease slapper equipped with rubby bubber. It's Tom Slick.
Yay! Well, goodbye, Tom Slick.
But I'm not going anywhere.
That's what you think.
Gertie, the rubber baby buggy bumpers did the trick. Tom's ahead.
Hey, nobody passes Sweet Willie Rollbar.
But I just did.
Nobody passes me more than once.
Now Tom is gaining a full lap on Willie.
But I still got a trick up my sleeve. It's my trusty injector razor. I'll cut his tires to ribbons.
Sweet Willie's desperate move has worked. The grease slapper has a flat tire. Tom is falling behind. But what's this? Gertie Growler is on the track with a shotgun.
Don't shoot, Gertie. He tried his best.
Don't be a featherhead. I'm shooting at his spare tires.
Wow! The air escaping from Tom's spare tires is acting like a jet stream. The Thunderbolt's grease slapper is moving up. Tom Slick wins.
Yay!
Sweet Willie is second and last.
Like I say, Sweet Willie don't go by. He goes through.
And there is the winner, the Thunderbolt grease slapper with optional rubber big baby bunkers. Baby, rubby bubber bump, bakey bumpers. Raby bumper, rubber.
But, Tom, how did you beat Sweet Willie with a flat tire?
I didn't beat him with a flat tire, Marigold. I beat him with American know-how.
He's right, hon. I'm beating him with a flat tire.